Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Woo boy! This is gonna be a fun video to make. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Bell. I'm a certified public accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And I'm a hater of Jeremy Financial Education, whose face I'm probably covering, which is just fine with me, because I don't want you to see him too much. Now, I've had this theory about Jeremy that the only reason his portfolio is positive and not massively in the red is because of one single stock, and that is Tesla. Tesla is a clown stock, okay? One of those stocks that Jim Cramer was talking about. Tesla is one of those stocks. Total freaking clown company. Now, do they make a great car? Sure. Is their stock price justified? Absolutely freaking not. It is totally insanely overvalued. I'm tired of talking about why, but you can watch my old videos. But I had this suspicion that this idiot, who you probably can't see, is being propped up by Tesla. And lo and behold, I find this video right freaking here. Now, I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is his, I guess, his public account, private account, whatever he calls it. But if you look closely, up here on the top, very first line, Tesla. He has a total gain on Tesla of $450,623, okay? And look, he only invested $21,000. That was just a small spec play by him, but he knew it was going to happen. But if you look at the very bottom of here, you see his total return for his entire portfolio. It's $423,000. Tesla, $450,000. Total return, $423,000. Now, I don't know how long he's had this portfolio open, but it's up 45%. If it's been over 2 years, that's really not that great. I think my index funds have beat that. Woo! And he's paying taxes, too, when he sells out of this. But literally the only reason his portfolio is in the green is because of the Tesla bubble, okay? If Tesla goes back to Earth, his gains are going to be pitiful or potentially even negative, okay? Because we have interest rates potentially going up, fears in the market, blah, 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 blah. Tesla bubble pops. He's got another one, Facebook there. That's a pretty big chunk. That goes down, he's going to get crushed. His portfolio is not going to be looking pretty good if Tesla corrects. As a matter of fact, it'll look freaking horrible, okay? Now, let's watch a little bit of this video and see what he has to say. And see if he mentions that the only reason, and this is verifiable proof, $450,000 Tesla, total return for his entire portfolio, $423. It's being drugged down by Tattoo Truckers Taint, clown company, Corsair, clown company, Honest, clown company, Avant Brands, and Voyager. All clown companies. I think out of all of those, one of them is profitable. One. Whoa, those are great stocks to buy. And then he's had some lucky gains here, okay? But you can see he hasn't really invested a lot. Now, his biggest win looks like Revolve Group, okay? I don't know anything about that. But he only invested $21,000, all right? His high conviction investments are all freaking trash. He put 21 in Tesla, and he put 21 in Revolve. Those are his wins. Now, his biggest investments, Tattooed Chef, $295,000. Corsair, $248,000. Those are way bigger investments because now he thinks he's a genius, and those are the ones that are down. That's why the net is not as high as you would think it is, all right? Oh, Tesla, please don't crash, Tesla. You'll ruin me. Anyway, let's see what he has to say.
Howdy there, private group members. Hope you guys are doing great as always out here, as always out there. So this is probably the shortest episode we're going to have. I mean, I've been covering so many videos inside the private group lately. I think I've covered a lot. But nonetheless, I got just a couple things I want to talk about here today that I think are important. So first off, this is a public account here, kind of what we're looking at. We're getting pretty decimated on the chef right now. You know, Corsair's kind of just hanging. It's interesting. Like, you look at
Corsair is hanging at negative 35%, and that's basically, do they have a total of the cost basis? That's basically a quarter of his total cost basis is Corsair. And it's only down 35%. But he predicted Tesla. He's a genius. Tattooed taint, not profitable. And, okay, what was it? What was the share price? $12.06. This is very recent. This was yesterday, right? 21st? What is the date today? Yeah, this was yesterday. Dang. Woo! LaFufu ain't looking good. And he has $1 million in Tattooed Chef cost basis. So, if he's positive on this account, on the net, I'm not sure he's even in the green for total returns. Holy crap.
Corsair, where it was a few weeks ago versus where it's at now, it really hasn't gone down that much. It's basically right around the same range it was several weeks ago, and that's despite the NASDAQ dropping like a rock. So, I know some of you guys in the chat were saying, you run out of sellers with the stock, and sometimes it's true, man. The Planet's been pulling down heavy, obviously 280. Honest's been getting killed. That one amazes me, The trouble with Honest is they went public this year and they haven't built that big-time shareholder base. And when you haven't built your big-time shareholder base and you run right into a crash in the market, oh, gosh, it's tough.
Or maybe because it's unprofitable, LaFufu, just like Tattooed Trucker's taint. And then Corsair, it's profitable, but it had a massive freaking run-up during the pandemic because everybody needed computer equipment and they all got stimmy checks. And now that the pandemic is abating and people are going back to work, people aren't cooped up anymore, Corsair isn't doing as well as it did during that temporary blip. I wonder why these stocks are going down. I don't understand.
And so this is one of those stocks that's just like, I was amazed it fell to 6s. I'm even more amazed it fell to 5s. Like, it was one of those I was like, I could see it falling to like 7 something. And the fact that it fell to a 6 and now a 5 is just like, just crazy to me. But in the market, you got to be, nothing should surprise us. So the way I kind of think about it is I want to, if I'm thinking about a recession potentially being here or coming, I always like to think about my businesses. Are they needs-based? Are they not needs-based, right? Or are they kind of a mix? Tesla is definitely not a needs-based. Food company, needs-based. Not needs-based. Facebook is a needs-based, Instagram, Facebook, and, if you want to advertise, you got to use those platforms. So needs-based.
Tesla's not a needs-based. He actually put out another video. It was on his public channel where he thinks Tesla's growth rates aren't going to go like they were before in the past. And I actually agree with him on that. I don't think this company is going to grow at 80, 90, 100% for the next 10 years. It's ridiculous, okay? It's a car company. It's a freaking car company with expensive cars that not everybody can afford, okay? This car company, unless they make a super cheap car that the average person can afford, is not going to grow massively. And if the growth rates falter and they don't deliver like they've been doing, this stock is going to get annihilated. And so will his freaking public account. I mean, a 45% total return, that's not that great, okay? And then you have to factor in the taxes. When he sells this stuff, he's going to have to pay 30%, 20, 30, 40% taxes, depending if they're short, long term, or even higher, okay? His total return could be, I don't know, 25%? That's freaking garbage. That is freaking garbage in this bull market. Seriously.
Skyworks Solutions is not really a needs-based, right? People need phones, but, they don't need to always upgrade them if we're in a recessionary environment. So I would almost call it like a hybrid. Revolve is not needs-based. Planet is a hybrid. Obviously, they're going to do better in not a recession, but at the end of the day, marijuana is kind of a needs-based thing for a lot of folks out there. Honest is needs-based, diapers, wipes, makeup.
You're going to need some Mary Jane if you've been buying this crap.
Dropbox is needs-based, cloud. Elf is needs-based, actually, cosmetics. Even in a recession, people still wear cosmetics. And, if you're going to go, let's say, you have less money for makeup, well, Elf's the best option out there in the market.
LaFufu knows his makeup market. I wonder why.
When it comes to being a company that has great quality products for cheap prices. So Elf is, somebody that is a needs-based. Avant Brands, weed once again, so we'll put that in the Planet category of kind of a mixture. Voyager Digital, definitely not a needs-based. Crypto brokerage, yeah, that one's not needs-based.
And crypto's getting shellacked, man. I could see Voyager. Oh, I don't even know how low Voyager could go, man. This ain't looking good for Lafufu. He's just getting propped up by Tesla. And let's say even Tattooed Chef and Corsair do a little bit better. Well, if he loses all his Tesla gains, he probably won't even net out to a higher percentage gain overall. Wow, Lafufu, you're really killing it right there. We can see you're such a genius that you invested small amounts and got lucky, like Tesla. But all your large investments into speculative trash have been freaking annihilated, okay? His tattooed tank cost basis is 17. His Corsair basis, 31. Oh my God. I think that was towards the peak, wasn't it?
So my portfolio is a mixture of kind of needs-based companies and not needs-based companies. So, you know, at least as far as the public count goes. Dividends only account. This one's starting to get hit too. You know, obviously not getting hit as hard as the growth stocks, but even dividends accounts getting hit. This one, not that long ago, was up, you know, 80, 90% plus, and now, you know, only up 60%. And I haven't made any.
Foot Locker, JP Morgan. Okay, these are like more reasonable stocks. It's like, okay, I could see potentially why you might buy some of these, but the other freaking crap, holy Jesus. All right, let's go. Let's see if he has another portfolio. Is he look? What is this?
And yeah, this will easily be the worst month in the history, or the worst January in the history of the stock market. It's been just absolutely, you know, vicious. As far as me, something I'm looking at for my big property is potentially a cash out refinance. I have a lot of equity in 3 different homes, including my main home. So I'm thinking about potentially doing a cash out refi and pulling like $1 million out or so, and kind of being ready for whatever is about to happen in the market or whatever is going on. Obviously, there's a lot of stocks I love in the market right now. And
so I'm not 100% sure what a cash out refi is, but I'm pretty sure you just like restart, you get all the equity out of your home and you just reset your mortgage. So he's basically taking out leverage to freaking buy more stocks or potentially buy more of his trash stocks. There you go, Lafufu. Good job, bro.
And I just have so much equity that's just sitting there. So, you know, and
I have home equity too. My house is up $50,000. Oh, guess what I'm doing? I'm not taking a cash out refi. I'm gonna pay off my freaking house. Okay? I don't use margin or ways to get freaking loan money, especially against my house, to buy stupid stocks. It's ridiculous and extremely risky. Why would you reset your mortgage to do this? Jesus. This is what he's telling his private group.
I'm pretty cash poor right now, to be quite honest. And the reason being is I've invested so heavily, you know, as small caps are falling and things like that. The one thing I didn't take into account was all of a sudden, you know, home loans, auto loans, and all these things were all of a sudden going to fall through the floor. iPhone and search terms and everything's fallen through the floor the last 1 to 3 months. And, you know, if I would have known that was going to happen, I wouldn't have deployed money out there as fast. But I have. So now I'm looking, I'm like, well, maybe you know, a cash out refi and raise my...
He's getting desperate, man. And if the market keeps dipping, what's he going to do? Okay? Eventually, he might be at a point where he has no other options but to just sit on his freaking losses. And if his stocks don't recover, I mean, I don't know. Refinancing your house, pulling out the equity, especially in a freaking massive housing market. He's almost like setting himself up to get freaking annihilated. What a freaking moron. Who listens to this? Oh, almost said curse word.
Myself $1 million or so. I could raise more than that, but I'm thinking like $1 million would be ideal. So, you know, and then I'll deploy that in the market. If especially, you know, even now I want to would love, you know, to deploy some of that in the market, but, you know, keep some in case things get much uglier. And just
why wait? If you believe in these stocks now, if you believe they're trading, you know, above their or below their intrinsic value, just freaking buy them. Why do you have to keep waiting? You can't time the market, loser. Look what he's doing. He's just a total freaking wreck. Wow. And you can see he's got no conviction in these stocks. Because if you truly believed in them, why would you be scared to invest in them? Anyway, let's finish out the video.
Be ready to deploy over the next few months. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, much love as always. This was kind of a short episode. That, you know, I've been doing so much in the breadcrumbs tab lately that I'm keeping you guys kind of more up to date than I usually do. And I think that's just what's needed in this sort of market. So anyways, much love and peace.
Well, Tesla's the only thing holding him up. He wants to cash out refi his house just so he can buy more of his garbage stocks on the dip. But he doesn't seem to have a lot of conviction in them. LaFufu. I don't know what to say. If you listen to this guy, if you trust this guy, if you pay this guy for this advice, basically go into debt to buy stocks, garbage stocks that are losing money, I don't know what to do, okay? Anyway, that's it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and you have a wonderful Saturday. Cheers!